this video, we're going to talk about how to use invoice billing. Invoice billing is similar to inputting the transaction information in the virtual terminal. However, it gives you the opportunity to send a unique link with the invoice to pay that invoice specifically. It's different from a quick click link in that it's tied specifically to that transaction. It also allows you to input product information using the product manager. To learn more about that, check out our video on the product manager. So let's go ahead and get in to see how the invoice billing works. So to navigate to it, you have the option of going, if you have it active in your gateway, you'll see a quick access tile here on the home page. You might have to scroll down a little bit like I did here. But you'll have the you can click there, or on the left sidebar you also have invoices, and then you'll have the option to either add or list. In this case, we're going to go to add invoice. For this specific invoice, we're not going to input the amount just yet because we're going to use the items that we set up in the product manager. We're going to input our invoice terms. We have due upon receipt, 30, 60, or 90 days. We're going to put in our customer. In this case, it's a test. You have the ability to add an order ID or a PO number. We can also add an order description. So in this case, PO number, order description is test. You can add billing address information if you have it already. If not, then you can leave it blank and just send it. The only thing that's required is the email address. Everything else can be filled in by the recipient. So in this case, let's go ahead and set up our email. Okay, we can add shipping address. It's not necessary. So now let's go ahead and add some products. So in this case, we're going to use our description. We're going to add our whole pecan pie, and we're going to add 2 of our chocolate chip cookies. You can also use your merchant defined fields. In this case, we don't need to. That's not necessary. So we have the only things that are required is the amount and the email address. Now in this case, we didn't put in the amount because we wanted to use it from the products. So now that we have our product set, we would go and click down here under the products, click to set amount. It populates the amount into the amount field, and now we have the ability to click create invoice. Okay, now we have successfully created an invoice. And then if you go into your email, okay, so now if we open up the email, we can see that it gives the business name. There's just a generic form letter, the payment link, and a quick invoice summary. And there's also an attached invoice. So if we open up the PDF, it shows just a fairly simple invoice. It has the items that we listed on the product manager, and any other information that we have listed. And then if we click this link, it'll take us to a payment page that's very similar to the quick click link. Because this is a test account, it doesn't allow us to actually view the payment page. But it's a pretty simple process. They have the ability to input the information just as the quick click page does, and then they can pay the invoice amount. And that's really all there is to it in terms of getting it and sending it out. Now if you want to update an invoice, you would go to the invoice list. You can search it based on the information that's available here, which is invoice ID, customer ID, last name, or company. If you're searching for something that's already paid, you can include paid or closed, or you can also set to only show past due. In this case, if you wanted to just see past due, you could click this button and hit submit, and you would see any past due invoices. In this case, we don't have any that are past due, so we're going to uncheck that box and search. And now we can see that invoice that we sent out. If we click the link, it'll take us to view the information. We can also edit it. We can download the invoice, resend it. We can also click to pay it or to close it. However, from this page we also have the option, we can resend it, we can close it, we can pay it, or we can download it just quickly from this page here. So in this case, if we're going to go to pay invoice, we have the ability to select the payment type, and then we can manually enter that information. This would be if someone sent you their credit card information, you could go in and update it here with the invoice transaction. We're not going to do that right now. So in this case, we're just going to close it because it's been, we'll just assume that it's been paid. So we're going to go back to our invoices, and we can see that now it has been closed. If it's paid, the status will show as paid. And that's it for invoice billing. If you have any other additional questions or would like to learn more about the gateway, visit our YouTube channel or visit our website at agape.gives.